everyone? Welcome back to a new video. In this video, we're going to be checking out the agent card that just came out today in the main update. But before we check out this card, we're coming closer and closer to 10K. So if you guys can help us get there, that would be amazing. Just if you guys can see the subscribe button and it's red, that means you're not subscribed. So if you guys can hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it very much. And now let's go ahead and check out this agent card. Now the agent card does spawn in this location over here, the box that just came into the game. This box just came out of nowhere, which nobody knew what it was at first, but after a couple of times for them to expose it, they finally came out with the car, and the car looks like this. The car does look like the James Bond car, and it's a two-seater. It's not 3 seats, it's a two-seater, and you can only fit 2 people in here. And the car also has the mechanic where if you click C, you can look at it like in first person. Now the car does have rockets on top of it right here, and the car is indeed by Zoo. It's a community creation, which is kind of cool to see them add like stuff that is done by the community. But we're going to be looking at this car and seeing how fast it is. I have tried this car multiple times to see how fast it is, and it's pretty fast. But I now want to record a video on it, and I want to show you guys how fast this car is. We're going to be looking at the car. Obviously, I have the 5 billion rewards or 5 billion visits reward. You get that from the spoiler over here, and it's called 5 billion flags. And yeah, so we're going to be checking out how fast this car is. It's insanely fast, in my opinion. So we're going to be looking at how fast it is, and we're going to be comparing it to some vehicles. Now, I obviously think that this car is going to be worth it. It does cost 600,000 cash in the game, and I did buy it, so now I'm back to like 3.4 mil. But the car is insanely fast, and it's very fast whenever you're like driving like this, because whenever you're driving like this in like first person, whenever you're driving like this, not first person is going to be very hard to control, but if you're driving like this, it's very easy to control. And once you're driving it, at first it makes like a lot of noise, but once it starts hitting top speed, like it starts to almost sound like it's like nothing. It starts sounding like the Roadster or something like that. It's the same price as the Roadster, but I would assume that it would be the same speed as the Roadster, but apparently it's not the same speed. It is somehow the same speed as the Cybertruck, but we're going to be putting a timer on it and seeing how fast it can travel. We're going to be starting the timer from this location over here. I gotta make it fair, so we're gonna be starting it from over here so we can make sure we can keep track out of it. So let's go ahead and line this up and seeing how fast it's going to be. So let's see, like this, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna get it as close as possible, okay, so that it can be fair. I'm gonna be comparing it to 3 vehicles. So first vehicle, there you go, boom. It's very close. There you go. All right, ready, set, go. As you guys can see, it did hit the top speed. I'm like going as fast as it can, and I'm trying my hardest to accelerate it, and the acceleration is pretty good. Sometimes it gets like out of control, but the acceleration is very, very good, and we're still going strong. The acceleration is actually pretty good. This might be the only car that I'm gonna actually drive. I usually don't drive cars. There you go. I think that kind of took me around like 30 seconds, but it kind of is fast. So let's go ahead and test it out with a different vehicle. Let's go ahead and test it out with a vehicle that's actually the same price, which is the Roadster right here. It should spawn over here around here, so let's just spawn it actually, because I do not want to make this video longer than it already is. So let's go ahead and actually see if it's going to be, I want to see if it's gonna be as fast as the Roadster without level 5 engine. So the Roadster is obviously pretty fast, plus level 5 is gonna become uncontrollable, but we're gonna be testing it without level 5 first and seeing if it even compares to the speed of the Roadster, because we all know the Roadster is like the fastest car in the game. And yeah, so let's go ahead and test it out with the Roadster. Now sadly I don't have the torpedo, so I can't really make a test with the torpedo, but at least I can make the test with the Roadster, and I feel like it's as fast as the Roadster without level 5. And now with level 5, I know for a fact it's not going to be comparing. I did test it. I did test the agent car with level 5, so it should at least compare to the Roadster level 3, but we're gonna just test it with level 5. I know it's gonna win, but it's good to try. It's at least we could try. And as you guys can see, the car becomes uncontrollable with level 5 engine. Level 5 engine is like so hard to control. Even though it is possible to control, you just got to be a professional jailbreak driver in order to be able to control Roadster level 5. I'm trying to control it because sometimes the Roadster UFOs, and the good thing is about this agent car is that it doesn't UFO as much as the Roadster. So as you guys can see, the Roadster is much faster than the agent car. Now let's go ahead and test it out with the car that just came out today, which is the where is it? The interrogator. I'm looking for the interrogator right now. There it is. Now I know it's not gonna be able to compare, but at least it's worth a try. Hopefully it does. At least it can keep up. So let's go ahead and test it out with the interrogator. And as you guys can see, like the top speed is pretty slow. It's kind of like, I'm not trying to hate, but it's kind of like the SUV. Like it's the same speed as the SUV as well, and it's also the same speed as the swap van. So it's kind of like slow in my way, but it does cost 30k Robux, so I kind of expect this to be this slow. I shouldn't have never expected it to be fast, but it cannot compare to the agent because the agent is way too fast, and the agent is controllable, but it's way too fast. It does compare with the Roadster for me. I don't know. It feels like it's almost as fast as the Roadster. So as you guys can see clearly, the agent car won against the interrogator. The interrogator, it probably took us like 50 something seconds to get here. So let's go ahead and actually test it with the Model 3. The Model 3 is going to be the last. Actually, instead of trying the Model 3, it should at least be as good as, actually let's try the Air Trail. I was going to try the the Bugatti, but let's actually try the Air Trail because this is the newest car that came in, and I'm sure it's not as fast as the Air Trail at all. Alright, so now we're going to be testing the Air Trail. The Air Trail should at least be as close as the agent, even though they're almost the same price. It should at least compete. We should at least give the Air Trail a chance because I don't want to just leave the Air Trail hanging. The Air Trail was kind of disappointing, but at least you can keep up with the. Actually, the Air Trail now feels a lot more faster than it used to be. It used to be very slow, but it's now really fast. The Air Trail is very fast, and I feel like the Air Trail is winning. Like the Air Trail is faster than the agent, and that's gonna be my test for today. If you guys enjoyed today's test, the results were kind of like something that I expected. Even though the agent is $600,000, it should at least be as fast as the Roadster, which it isn't, but at least we got to see it in first hand. And let me know what you guys think of this update. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and have a great rest of your day.